tofu, a material made of soybeans. Um, and it's firm variant, I'd say. Um, what if I told you tofu can be turned to fish? Well, it can be. Welcome back to Dinosaurs, everyone. And today we're going to be working our way towards tofu. And why do I want tofu? Because fishing and getting cows is a pain in the butt. And I don't want to have zombie flesh everywhere. So, we're going to need to work on getting a presser for Pam's Harvestcraft. It's a cheap enough recipe, I'd say. Except cheap in the fact that redstone was not required a lot, but it is. So I honestly feel a little interesting about that. Yeah, I had to make a new bucket. Something happened to my bucket. So keep forgetting this recipe. We'll get that tree. We'll get that tree at some point. But for now, we'll get a presser. The presser I'll put in the kitchen because it's a kitchen-esque device thing. And yeah. So I just planted my soybean. I got, I think, 2 episodes ago. I want to say maybe 3. And it's right there, sitting there. We'll get our watering can and water it. Put a presser here. Presser can be used for a lot of things. Mustard, cherries, juices, all that stuff. Juices might not be such a bad idea to get into because they're cheap and we get fruit bait out of them, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I like juices. And cooking oil. Some bubbly water. Yeah. We'll get into food. Yeah, paper, by the way. You can get paper really quickly. We should just do presser and wood. I think we should get into juices at some point. And some seeds and stuff. It's really nice tool to have. Because Pam's Harvestcraft is not a mod about balance. Definitely not. We have a skeleton walking up behind me and probably underground. I honestly don't know the geometry. Could even be considered to be geometry of my entire house / base. I don't know how it looks. I should probably check my dinosaur too. Make sure my Dinosaurs is not dying of hunger because he wants the one piece of grass that's outside. Did he ever eat? I don't know. So remember that number. 247. And you're not coming out here, mister. Not going outside. It's dangerous. Maybe I should just have him follow me around and stuff. He'd be like my partner. You know what? Might as well. I'm going to have him follow me. He'll probably eat whatever he wants, hopefully. Come on. Let's go. Follow me around. You'll be like my partner in crime here. I get some of them meats and stuff. So I'm not sure if carnivores can eat fish because there's 3 kinds of, well, not 3, but technically 4 kinds. There's 4 kinds of animals or dinosaurs, feeding types, whatever it's called, diets, different diets, right? They have a, no, you're not going to eat my soybeans. I think that's what he was doing. Hungry dino. There is, obviously, you have herbivore, eats plants. There's carnivore, which is the meat-eating ones, is pretty obvious. And there's omnivore, which means they can eat both plants and animals. There's like 2 dinosaurs for the omnivores. It's not even a dinosaur, I think one's like a mammal or something. But then there's one more. Now, one more is the fish-eating ones. I'm going to call them pescatarian. I don't know the proper term, but that's the proper term for someone who a person has a fish-only diet. You know, that's the only meat they eat. Pescatarian. So that's why the tofu fish thing is not overpowered. It's hard. I'm not saying it's hard to automate. You need 2 pressers and a bunch of machines, a bunch of other things to automate it correctly. But no, you're not coming after my soybeans. Yeah, go eat the cotton. Probably not want to eat the cotton. But it's not hard to automate. It's just, it takes time. I don't know how long it's going to take. We're going to go get that going right here. presser doesn't take too long. It just needs to be filtered and everything, or just have two pressers. And we get silken tofu. Silken tofu is I want to say it's a heavy cream substitute. It's a cream and heavy cream substitute. Oh, and yes, we can use dinosaur eggs as an egg substitute, including an egg sac. Kind of nasty, right? But silken tofu, as you can see, is a cream substitute. I think it's also ice cream substitute. Question mark? Go banana split. Yeah, it's ice cream substitute. So, um, you keep eating my crops. My goodness. This is the reason why I don't like starting out with herbivores. It's like carnivores better. It's like carnivores because they actually eat out of their feeders instead of wanting. That's why deserts are like the perfect place to have your dinosaurs because they don't, you know, want to go after food because there's no food around. And it's really annoying unless you build like a big tower or something. It reminds me of Thaumcraft and how the infusion altar requires a very specific set of things for it'll actually work. So, yeah, if I'm ever wondering why there's holes in my crops, it's because this little dude has been eating it. So, nothing wrong with that. It's just a little annoying. Yeah, so we get our tofu, and I get firm tofu, which can turn into fish, but it can also be used as a meat substitute for anything. Now I'm wondering, I certainly wonder, if getting tofu allows me to put it into this thing, because it counts as a meat, or at least as the Ore Dictionary. Now, modders usually go one of two ways. They either go, I'm going to have him wander around here. They either go full compatibility through Ore Dictionary, or they go specify items. I think this mod, by its nature of it, I want to say, does item specific. As you see, his food listing is not a lot because he doesn't go after like crops and stuff. He goes specifically after wheat, he goes specifically after carrots and all that stuff. That's what it is, right? So I'm pretty sure if the meat list is small, that means it's not Ore Dictionary, but I think it's fine if it's not Ore Dictionary. It's perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable. It's just, not as compatible as other mods. Now I'm gonna get firm tofu real quick, and I'm actually gonna drop one in there, just to see what happens. If nothing happens, then we're pretty much fine. We'll just turn it into a fish by just doing that. Hell, that's why you want this, because you can feed your pescatarian thing. So is he eating out of this thing? He is not. And no, it does not fit in the meat slot. I don't know why you're not eating. Now I planted a bunch of grass in his inventory, but whatever. But yeah, I actually wanted to see, does fish count as a meat? And if it does, he ate through the wall. No, it does not count as a meat. So we can't feed as a carnivore. We actually have to make a cow farm. Unless there's a way to make beef out of it. So we're going to make beef. We're going to need a cow. I was really hoping we could use fish to solve that. But we do have, for the fish-like dinosaurs, we have, we actually have a easy fish system to get. Yeah, I don't know what this dense sand reinforced glass stuff does. Oh my goodness. Ore Dictionaries is just normal glass. Okay, even though you're known as reinforced glass, you still Ore Dictionaries normal glass. I don't even need to use this recipe. You don't need to even do the recipe. You just take your chisel and chisel it out, which is actually quite surprising because I think this might actually have a blast resistance or something stronger, which would make sense by its name, but would not make sense in the world of chisel. The world of chisel. So, yeah, that's that. If we need animals, we're gonna need to find another place to get animal. And I don't remember how to breed the dinosaurs. Because in theory, if we get a certain type of dinosaur, we can just, or not even dinosaur, just fossilized critter in general, we could basically create a farm, like an animal, like a cow, like right, like a cow. But I don't know any dinosaurs would have that kind of meat on them. But we need to find out what we're gonna do with firm tofu at this point. Like we could make burgers now, so that'll upgrade our food and saturation. Not by a lot, but enough for it to be significant. So I think we'll just dump seeds into that inventory over there. We'll keep everything else. I don't know. He ate some of the grass. That's for sure. If he gets hungry, he'll get hungry, and then he'll probably start eating out of the feeder. Either that or the feeder's not in the right spot. I could have sworn he could bury it. I think carnivores do. I'm actually going to move it. I know it doesn't keep its inventory, so I'm going to quickly go get some food for him. He doesn't just need wheat. You can use other things, but I think you use seeds. You use seeds. Let's throw the seeds in there. And I'm going to see if that's what's doing it. I don't... If it doesn't work, bury it in the ground, then fine. We'll just move it over, but... Does it need water? I don't think he needs water. There he is. It doesn't keep its inventory, so that's why we're bringing seeds with me. See this guy? Got food for you. I should mow the lawn out there, shouldn't I? Should mow the lawn. Come on. Is he eating the grass in his pen? Chomping noises came from over here, so yes, he's eating the grass out of his pen. Go eat out of the feeder. Does these seeds work? No? None of the seeds work? Alright, fine. I need to eat. No. Eat out of the feeder. Come on. Oh, it's going to sleep. Come on, dinosaur. Come on. Well, we got the tofu, and I don't know what we're going to do with the tofu because we don't have a dinosaur that eats plants. And yes, I said we were going to go and get fossils, and I did get fossils. I don't know if I put them away in the chest. We probably did, and that's why I'm regretting this decision of it. No, I should have put them in here, right? Oh, we have that. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, you see how it's different looking than these dudes? I have Velociraptor DNA. Finally. Oh, you know, that's one of the reasons we have firm tofu. Could be used in the culture vat. But no, you wonder why it's shaped like that, right? This here, I think, by the looks of it, looks kind of like a mammal, right? Kind of like a cow. Not cow. A cat, right? It's probably, from what I think, the saber-toothed tiger in the game, right? It should be... Yeah, it's a saber-toothed tiger. So you see this embryo here. How these work is you get this out of the culture vat rather than an egg. And then what you're supposed to do with these, you're supposed to find a correct animal and stick it in it. I could have sworn you have to use a cat. But I might be wrong about that because I think I grew a woolly mammoth out of a sheep one time. It's weird. I know. So you basically take this, put it into an animal, and then after a while, the animal will give birth and will give birth to one of these mammals. That's why they are shaped like this. And it's the reason why you have these guys, a mammoth. These are kind of bird-like ones, but I don't. Yeah. I don't know why they're blue. I could have sworn that's because they're probably because they're not lizard-like, right? Yeah, they're probably because they're not lizard-like or something. I don't know. Maybe that's a update kind of thing, but that's my reasoning why. Not necessarily because they're mammals, because these are birds. Yeah, because they're not birds. Oh, coelacanth and a nautilus. But yeah, we'll work on that. Velociraptors are fun. They're meat-eating creatures, and we'll need to find out how to feed them when we get it. But you know, that's the whole thing. If this had a quest book, I'm just gonna say it. If this had the quest book, which I don't have, because I never finished the quest book, um, there was supposed to be quests for dinosaur like collection and stuff. Like it was supposed to be like, oh, you got this dinosaur, or you got that one. Here's an achievement. Here's a mystery bag or something. Like there's supposed to be a mystery bag of dinosaur DNA and other things. So yeah, that was what the quest was supposed to have. And it was supposed to have a whole Galacticraft section and everything. Oof, it seemed great. So let's go check on our little friend over here. Is he going hungry? Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna see where he goes. Let's see where he goes. He's eating the plants. He's eating the plants. So that's what you're eating. So if you you're gonna follow me into your pen. After I break the tree. Come on, I break the tree. You're not gonna get this tree. No trees for you. No trees, no grass, nothing. Come on. I need to get my hands on a item from Extra Utilities. Got the golden lasso. That way I can pick you up. Come on. Get into the pen. Or at least get... Come on. Let's go. Dinosaur. Come on. Come on. Wander around. Oh! You did it! Yes! Okay, we have enough plants out of the way. Okay, so once all the plants are out of the way... I don't know what his range is. Like, that's the thing, is I want to make his pen the right range. For him to, eat out of that thing. I think that's how they work. He has a range probably, so hopefully his range is small enough that I don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, obviously the end goal of this whole process of dinosaurs is making a dino park or whatever, and we're gonna work towards that. So probably end the video here. We got some things done. Hopefully we'll have a Velociraptor next episode. But I'm trying to collect all the dinosaurs so we can check Dinosaurs and possibly Velociraptor if this doesn't turn to Phaleosaurus. I sure hope it's not going to turn to a Phaleosaurus. Yeah, so next episode we might actually go and hatch a Velociraptor. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to end the video here and we'll see you next time.